Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Wives cried, "We have been, erased." And they blame each other over continuous fight with Olori Naomi that had brought them to where they are now, as Ooni of Ife held late night strategy meeting with Dr. Lizzy, Queen Naomi, and Adetutu. Yes, so they say it was already late in the night when the Ooni of Ife called a private meeting in one of the palace inner chambers. The atmosphere was quiet but serious. Only Dr. Lizzy, Queen Naomi, and Adetutu were present with him. They sat around a small table away from the usual noise of the palace. The Ooni of Ife began by explaining why he had called them. "I cannot ignore the constant fight anymore," he said in a steady voice. "Queen Naomi has been targeted again and again. I have tried to let people settle their issues themselves, but now it is affecting the entire unity of the palace. We have to move differently." And, taking our time to explain why he is insisting on the immunity removal that is coming up. Tomorrow, Ooni of Ife had to let these women understand why he is doing what he's doing. The Naomi was calm but attentive. Dr. Lizzy sat beside her, looking concerned, while Adetutu leaned forward, slightly listening closely. They only spoke about creating a stronger alliance between the three of them, Naomi, Lizzy, and Adetutu, to stabilize things in the palace. He outlined steps to ensure Naomi was not undermined again and to protect Lizzy from more personal attack. Adetutu's rule, he said, would be to watch closely for anything spiritual or manipulative happening around them. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the source. I'm still on the royals. How I guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you, show. I do well, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Daylight, my daylight, my daylight, my own people. Daylight, my daylight, my daylight, my super people. Esheo, adukbe. They said the three women agreed. Naomi spoke plainly. "I don't want to be in constant conflict, and that is why I am happy that this is happening." Because see, when people are given the responsibility to to be accountable for their actions, things do not go the way they have been in the palace. Yes, they say Ooni of Ife nodded, Dr. Lizzy nodded, Adetutu nodded. But I refuse to continue to live with, this kind of chaos in the palace. Even though I am not going to be living here, this is my home. My home today and forever, because, of course, this is where my destiny lies. I have been running all over the place, but I do know that my destiny lies here. Adetutu assured them she would stand by them, saying, "If we work as one, no one can scatter us. I will make sure of that." While this meeting was going on, the other wives were in another part of the palace, gathered in a smaller sitting area. They had had the Ooni of Ife and had called a special meeting but realized none of them had been invited. The mood there was bitter. One of them broke down crying, saying, "We have been erased. Everything we tried to do now is ignored." Okay? Another wife shook her head in frustration. "It's Naomi, Lizzy, and Adetutu now. The rest of us are just here for decoration. We can't even get our voices heard anymore." Instead of uniting, they began blaming each other for the situation. Some say the constant fighting with Naomi had backfired, making the Ooni, side with others. Others accused certain wives of fueling the problems ahead. They accused Ebony was accusing Ikpe was accusing Ebony, and all of that. And in all of this, you know that what is going on now Oletik is on her own. Oletik is not on the bad books of anybody, neither is she on the good books of anybody like that. They do know that she's staying on her own, minding her business, not trying to cause any problems. And so I think she has gotten to that point where she has realized that, look, this is Naomi's thing. No matter how much we fight, Kabiyesi will continue to love Olori Naomi. There is no need for this continuous fight. We need to, allow them be, and we need to get going. They say by the time Ooni's private meeting ended, there was a clear split in the palace. One side was quietly solidifying power and strategy. The other side is in disarray, caught between anger, fear, and regret. The late night decision had already begun to shift the balance in, Olori Naomi. Naomi has been so favored. Lately, Ooni of Ife has shown so much love to Olori Naomi. Now, another thing again that stands out with what is going on is the fact that Oni seemed to really be building bond with Adetutu, seriously, because Oni loved the fact that Adetutu is close to Naomi and Adetutu is close to Dr. Elizabeth. Now, Naomi is a Christian. Naomi is a prophetess. Naomi does not do this, their traditional, calabash carrying stuff. Yes, Naomi doesn't do it. Dr. Elizabeth also is Christian. She comes from a Christian home. Her parents, the mother is a pastor, the father is a pastor. I think the mother is a deaconess, the father is a pastor. Then she doesn't also do calabash carrying stuff. Now, these are women who are rooted, like they are very strong backbone to the Ooni of Ife. Then there is Adetutu who is coming in again. Adetutu is a calabash carrying wife, very pretty, like extremely pretty, as in real, chocolate. You have seen her picture now. She is so pretty, right? And so now Adetutu is very brilliant. Adetutu has all the education. Adetutu comes from a royal family, and this royal family, they are on the side of Boru. They are on the side of the Ooni of Ife. They want Ooni of Ife to succeed. They are not, Boru people do not fight Ooni of Ife. They are not fighting Adeyeye. And now this alliance is going to pay both parties, because Ogboru wants their daughter in. And from the very beginning, Adetutu wasn't convinced, but for the short time he has been with Ooni of Ife, he has come to realize that Ooni of Ife is not this typical old tradition. Ooni of Ife is a fine boy, with due respect. With due respect. And Ooni of Ife knows himself, very clean, and the money long. And he's generous. If he loves you, he would do anything for you. And so Adetutu is winning Ooni of Ife's heart, and Naomi will love it that way, because for Naomi, instead of others, let it be Adetutu. Adetutu has a fine heart, and the family, they love Olori Naomi so much. They want Naomi to succeed, and that was why the uncle of Adetutu said, let Adetutu come and be doing the calabash carrying for Olori Naomi rather than that Ebony. And this is not working well for Ebony at all. This is like the worst thing that has happened to Ebony right about now. Going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all